Okay, folks, what's up, what's up, what's up? My name is Dean, and I'm back again with another one. We don't stop here, folks. We keep grinding. I told you. We don't stop. Yeah, looking at partial word searching, doing this code breakdown in Python, and this is a Codewars exercise, if I didn't say that. Another code breakdown for y'all. I'm going to do an exercise here, break down the code. Codewars is a practice website if you don't know, and you can look it up. Codewars.com. Awesome site. You see it right here, if you can see that small. Anyway, write a method or a function that will search an array of strings for all strings that contain another string, ignoring capitalization. Then return an array of the found strings. So you're given a kind of like a search substring. You go through an array or a list to see how many of the strings, how many of those string elements contain that substring. The method or the function is going to take two parameters: the query string and the array of strings or the list of strings to search, and it's going to return a list or an array depending on the language. Here we're using Python, so it is going to be a list. Damn it, it's going to be a list. If the string isn't contained in any of the strings in the array or the list, the method returns an array containing a single string. That'll be, in Python, it's going to be none. So if we go through the list and none of them contain the substring, return none. I've got my morning gravelly voice going. Takes me like 3 hours to clear my throat in the mornings. All right, here's an example. If you're searching for me, and the list to search is home, milk, mercury, fish, me is contained in home and mercury. So it returns home and mercury. Simple as that. Search the list for the substring, each element, return the elements that have the substring within. I could say it doesn't get any simpler than that, but it does get simpler than that. But this one is on the lower scale of difficulty. I am going to create a list consisting of the elements that contain the search string or the search substring, as you will, because that's the point of this exercise. I'm going to use list comprehension to do so. And if you don't know, list comprehension is a way to create and populate a list all on one line using a for loop. Let's go through this. Looking at the for loop, for S and seek, I'm going through the list. I'm looping through the list, and if query is my search substring, so I'm saying if query is in this element, because this element will be S. Each element as I loop is going to be S. If my substring is in S, then I am going to append it to this list. That's what this code is saying. I'm doing the lower because I want to make this case insensitive. So regardless of what the cases are in the element or the substring, I'm going to make them the same case so that case becomes irrelevant. So once I got that, this list is going to contain the strings that contain the query substring. And then I can do a little if where I think I can just do this, because if the list is empty, I'm going to return none. Otherwise, I'll return the list. What this should do is, if the length is 0, it results in a false Boolean expression outcome. And if I say if not, meaning if this is false, which would create a length of 0 would create a false Boolean expression outcome. So if this is false, return none. Otherwise, return found. So this is a way to sort of shorten my conditional statement. And let's see if it works. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. I need to package it in a list that is none, not just the value none. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize that. I gotta put the string none. Alrighty. So there's your code, folks. This one is partial word searching. Pretty simple there. I don't know why I keep saying that, but yeah, search for a substring. When it's found, put it in the list. If your list contains nothing at the end, you're going to return none inside of the string none inside of the list. Otherwise, you return your list of stuff that contain the substring, and that is it. Okay, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm good, and you're good.